One to watch, insider says Massachusetts are a monster with a very realistic chance of move. The Red will hold interest in the South Korean defender who has exciting transfer clues in Napoli contract. Massachusetts hold an interest in the Napoli defender, Min-jae, and this is potential to keep an eye on over the opening days of the market. What is Min-jae transfer clues? The Red season came to an end on Saturday with a defeat at Wembley Stadium in the FA Cup final against their city rivals. However, it was a season to remember with Aaron Hacks, a rival at the club bringing about a third-place finish in the Pro League and the Carabao Cup. But it is apparent the Dutchman is not looking to settle for that with a new signing expected to help bolster his squad going into the new campaign. The likes of Mason Mount has been linked with a potential move to Old Trafford even though the summer transfer window has not opened yet. And another name which has been strongly linked with the Red Bull is Kim, who has just got his hands on the Serie A trophy with Napoli. I told the board vehicles suggest the South Korean center back as a clause in his contract which would make him available for a potential transfer for a fee in the region of 42 million pounds. Speaking on the football, there was a YouTube channel. Journalist Man Utd has claimed this could be a deal which could be concluded quickly given the clause is only active for 15 days. Kim's one Manchester United have looked at for sure and is one of two watch in the first 15 days of the window because the arrival clause is only active into 15 days. Kim himself has always denied any of rumors of the links, but I think Legion's policy leaving Napoli for a 1-year sabbatical is going to be a big factor in all of this because suddenly players that might have want to stay will see one exciting and maybe decide that they want a fresh challenge as well. So that one a very realistic possibility. The 26-year-old was being hailed a mentor, but some in the media has only been in Napoli for one season, having joined the Italian side last summer from Fenerbahce in a deal believed to be worth around 15 million pounds. However, it could be a summer of multiple departures for the newly crowned Italian champions with their manager, Luciano Spalletti, set to take a year away from the game. On top of this, the striker Victor Osimhen is also expected to be subject of a lot transfer interest over the coming months with interest coming from the Pro League. But the South Korean has held strong a viewpoint when it comes to commenting on the rumors surrounding where his future may lie. I can be bothered by transfer rumors because they aren't a true unforgiving on the team and on the Champions League rather than the kind of nonsense he said. However, if a club like United are to come in and pay the clause believed to be in his contract, then he may not have much show as to whether he is to remain at Napoli or not.